more like Wizard Kick, or Wizard's Foot even.
Whatever the down B is.
Down B is going to really cut through projectiles at close range. So if he can establish that range, then he's going to be in a really great situation where he can mix up, shield. It's basically the old dash grab versus dash attack mix up. Except this time it's Wizard's Foot, which you can obviously edge cancel, or friggin' the Flame Shield, which you can tech chase on. So it's much scarier than just the old situation.
Oh yeah, looks like we're about to see Hyrule get saved or condemned.
What we're going to see is if JJG can tech Ganon side B. Because if he can't, it's going to hurt. Wow, and we're picking Smashville. So this is what we were saying, right? For aggressive zoners, they want this small amount of space. And wow, an aggressive start from FOB. Clicked out of his jump. Okay.
Oh, that was a scary first 10 seconds already.
This is insane. And FOB just going low, not wanting to get clipped by a projectile on its way back up. And you're just giving that boy his hands, looking like the last... like Ocarina of Time.
And that up smash coming out, nearly taking JJG's first stock within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah! So smart. Just as JJG was trying to get out of the corner there.
And that's the game,
wow, and that
unfortunately.
sniper's jump. Can we get an F in the chat? So, what we're seeing right now is that JJG is really doing well to kind of counter the blistering aggression that FOB is exerting, just by essentially using the very nebulous disadvantage of Smash Ultimate to just slip out and land a little counter hit. And that's all you need against the character with a bad recovery. Take their jump, they're gone.
And the Nair will be taking that first stock. It's suddenly looking like an even game, but JJG can die in about 3 hits, so...
Absolutely, and FOB can die if anybody breathes him off stage. He's got no jump! Okay, and this is really quite scary. He's used his jump again, and this is going to be very hard for Ganon to recover from.
Yeah,
and indeed,
just runs off fairs, and that'll
impossible in that instance.
Suddenly JJG with a really, really solid lead.
But it's going to be about the ratio of neutral wins for each character, because both just, really body each other once they get in. So it's going to be really hard to predict the tides of this battle. And there's the edge cancel. Yeah, okay, I rate it.
Oh, good tech.
We got text. You had time to react to it. You got time. And yeah, the Ganon forward is cool. Oh, and unfortunately, it's so hard to know when you have to tech that.
Multi-hits in general are a bit of a pain.
And knowing that as the character edge guarding Ganon, you can really use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
Look at Young with those Cara Delevingne eyebrows.
Looks like Hyrule's been saved, but we'll have 1 to 2 more games to determine whether or not the fate holds.
Yoshi's story, this man's gonna die so crazy early. It's gonna give FOB the opportunity to tech against the wall for much longer, possibly saving his life a little bit more.
And have platforms to navigate through the projectiles.
Yes, very true. Obviously the crazy low blast loans.
Oh, going Incineroar actually. I guess.
Exciting. Closer to Smash 4 Ganon than this Ganon is. So. And he can revenge all the projectiles. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
His revenge gone pretty fast though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he can't just keep farming it, right? That's how JJG was kind of forcing him to get in, but now he's able to just, really sneak his way through these projectiles, which is really great. And a huge amount of damage from FOB. Let's see if he can convert this into a kill.
Ooh, tries to run off and counter, but...
Wow, and very, very scary without Incineroar being nearly just missing the ledge entirely. Amazing little tech chase there from JJG. It's still going. Can we see a kill? Okay, so he's going to have to use his side B. And he kept his jump all of that time. FOB's showing exactly why and how you play heavies right. And that's just you hold on to your jump until you absolutely have to. Okay, so both players back in a pretty neutral situation here. But FOB obviously going to be able to kill a little bit earlier than Young Link, who has a bit of a trouble killing.
That revenge back throw not going to quite kill yet.
Yeah, the strongest back throw in the game. Still not going to kill from center stage of Yoshi's story. But it didn't look like he needed much more. Going to use his side B. That's free though. He can just keep using that if he gets hit, which is nice. And he's being so patient at ledge as well. You have to be as a heavy player. Just work your way in, find that drop kick. Okay. And yeah, I really like the revenge there as well. So honestly, I think FOB is showing some really good competency in this zoning matchup with Incineroar. Unfortunately, he's jumping high as well. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that cross chop barely making it back.
Really clever edge guard mix-up, but he's going to have to watch out for whether or not JJG is going to cover that the next time he goes for it. He's doing so well to weave around this range, and the Lariat killing off the side! Wow, what a different game we are watching from game 1.
And now we have a max Rage Incineroar as well. That's going to be a bit scary.
Sort of light
This
level
is
youngling.
on the revenge, unfortunately, but those Nair's boxing him out.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he's in the corner. Yeah, okay, so JJG not getting overscared. A lot of people don't attack out of the corner in that situation because they get too worried. The back throw's going to kill here, surely.
No, Toon Link's the one with
not.
the back throw kill, unfortunately. Ooh.
That looks attackable, but it's hard to know which hit hit you and which hit launches you.
Yeah, unfortunately the directional air dodge did have him dead there either way, but JJG just wanted to be sure about it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And, you know, it's not insurmountable, just a couple of edge guards, but honestly, the neutral ratio has been in FOB's favor this entire time.
Catches the roll get up with an Alolan whip.
Oh, I love the Alolan whip. Okay, so, neutral getting up, you know, not a big deal.
Oh, the bomb actually two-framing.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Obviously going to send him the other way, but JJG's looking a little bit lost. Going to have to adapt. Okay, an aggressive option out of the corner. So maybe JJG's got a bit of a proclivity to attack out of there. Maybe that's something FOB will want to revenge or just smack quite hard.
The bomb actually narrowly saving him there.
I think he would have died to the up air there. And there. Oh, yeah, the neutral beat.
The lariat.
The lariat. Very cool. Well, what a turnaround from FOB. 1-1 apiece. Both players laughing it off. You know, when you're playing a heavy, you kind of know that everything that happens is a bit of a toss-up, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So the question is JJG going to pick to a longer stage to have more space, or is he going to bring him back to Smashville, press him with those projectiles, you know, give him no space to breathe? I like it. It makes sense. It's very hard for slow characters to approach characters under a platform who are, you know, camping with projectiles. So, no, I rate it a lot.
Yeah. And Bob just sticking with Incineroar. No need to fix what isn't broken.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Incineroar clearly not broken. Quite aggressively mid-tier, if anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, such a great... So JJG, the classic Zona mix-up of course is that, oh, I'm going to go for a dash grab because I've conditioned shield this whole time. FOB, recognizing that, you know, just dash dances away. Huge amount of damage for the start of the game from JJG, but he's going to have to do a lot just to, you know, kill FOB outright. He's really going to want to land one of those edge guards, which FOB was showing that he wasn't really going to be that liable to getting hit by. I love that use of bomb at the ledge as well. Really stopping FOB from effectively ledge trapping because of the danger of that hitbox.
And the up smash not going to get punished because none of Youngling's stuff has any end lag on it.
Hey, it's a small character, they never have end lag. And FOB's having to work so hard to get in, it's so unfortunate. There's nowhere to run from these projectiles. You're going to have to revenge them if you want it. Revenge forward are doing about 20% more, so... Wow, and all of a sudden this isn't looking that bad for FOB. Especially if you can just land a revenge kill move right now. JJG though really doing incredibly well to weave through. I love that bomb pressure on shield. FOB didn't know when to let go. When was it his turn? Neutral B, yeah, a classic. Ling is out for so long. Now it's not going to kill, but it's definitely going to set JJG up for a very scary situation. He can't tether from that range. I like the drop zone there.
He's been going for those a lot.
It makes sense. Okay, so nothing's going to be able to kill off that. Yeah, and unfortunately he couldn't afford to use anything else because if he'd used his double jump, JJG would have just been able to react to it. So, very sticky situation. It's one of the reasons why you play, you know, calling out the arrow at close range with the forward smash, get the double taunt. FOB is feeling himself. Okay. Oh, and the revenge. He's in his head. Okay. And that's 3.
That's max stacks of revenge. If he gets any attack off here, that's going to see massive damage.
And all, you know, this isn't insurmountable.
But he just got grabbed. That's unfortunate.
For FOB. Okay, well he can build it back up. You know, this is 60% is nothing for Incineroar. 80% is nothing for 90% nothing for Incineroar. Okay, I think JJG is clearly doing something quite exciting in turning around the momentum of this game. He's started to adapt. He's starting to win neutral a lot more, and I think the stage pick is great for him.
Yeah, he's being a lot more patient as well with his projectiles, I say, as he runs and goes.
He's using them defensively rather than aggressively. You know, where before he was kind of looking for those situations where he could get in and land a hit, he's having to realize that he's just going to have to build up that damage elsewhere. That does mean that he's going to struggle to kill.
Ooh, misses the tech read on the Alolan whip.
Yeah. Could have been some meaty damage. And FOB's so good at knowing that range of his up B. You know, clearly this isn't just a pocket. This is something that he's, you know, actually worked on.
It's always scary as heck to see. It's like seeing a Shulk backslash off stage up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no!
And 50%
of
that
damage on the drop zone there from FOB. No, okay, not getting the timing right. Just being patient, and the down smash from Youngling, killing it 187 after the hit. You know, that was a really good call out, because if he rolled behind, that would have caught him. If he'd done anything except for kind of played safe, and really an Incineroar's not going to be feeling like that in that situation. So JJG DIing in on that down throw. I wonder if... Very smart. Very smart. Using the armor on the neutral B to beat out the bomb. Very good stuff from FOB. Back to a neutral situation. any man's game right now. JJG with a slight advantage. He's gonna have to see how he ledge traps him. Okay, looks like he just wanted to give it up, kind of get a bit more stage space, but unfortunately he's going for these grabs. I don't know, what do you think he's looking for?
Well,
why would FOB be shielding?
Probably just out of projectile habit, right?
But he's been revenging more than anything else.
Yeah, the grab does negate revenge pretty well as well.
It does,
and
but it doesn't get you anything.
On Young Link, I feel like everything combos into everything, but I can't be sure because... Okay, never mind.
Right, and he's only been going for like forward and back throw off that for positioning.
So to be fair, Young Link does tend to shine in offstage situations as well, as we've seen.
Sure.
Like the runoff fairs even.
Okay, and yeah, just be careful. Again, that's a situation where that Young Link up smash just doesn't have any end life. And honestly, FOB's shield looking a little bit low. Any man's game, any man's set right now. FOB in a ledge trap situation. JJG has no jump. Drop down there? No, okay, he's just going to cover it. Watch the ledge trap. And does he allow left for the game?
No,
misses the timing! That
timing.
could have killed! Oh my goodness. And if you're FOB, you are hitting yourself right now. Okay, but it's still anybody's situation.
F-smash misses the grab. F-smash for the punish.
Cheeky cross-up F-smash punish, and the players hug it out. No lost love here. Both playing incredibly admirably. It's just unfortunate, isn't it? You know, when you're playing a heavy, you're going to have to work it out. And unfortunately, Young Link did have the edge there. Smashville did have the edge there for him. Would have loved to have seen how that set went if he'd started Incineroar.
Yeah.
That would have been really interesting.
Oh yeah, sure.
Move it up next.
So is this Show versus Howl?